If this video found you, you're experiencing a huge shift in your life, a huge shift in your energy. You are moving away from people and ideas. These could be physical people, it could also be just ideas in your own head of scarcity and lack, of feeling like you need to fight for everything in your life, that there's not enough to go around, that, you winning means that someone else is losing. I feel like there's this huge alchemical shift that is going on where you are like flipping your ideas on their head and away from this idea that like you need to control everything in your life, that you need to be extremely anal, extremely measured and controlled, and always logically think things out and choose the path that is the most logical, that makes the most sense on the material plane, right? That is financially responsible, that is grown up and like the mature decision. Like, and you are moving away from that idea. Because that life is not, I feel like that life is not fun. Does that kind of life make you feel good? I feel like it was incredibly draining. Like, it's draining to have to always pick the responsible choice, to always have to choose like duty and sacrifice and like in case of a rainy day, instead of like choosing to live for today, choosing to live in enjoyment and joy. And you're completely moving away from that. And you're moving into a life of harmony. I pulled the 4 of coins in reverse and then the 4 of wands. Moving away from this idea that you need to control to experience happiness and fulfillment and like a peaceful life, and into this idea of just having fun, that life is to be enjoyed, that you can take that same energy that you were using to nitpick and like hold on and like grasp and like yearn into this idea of, into this complete shift into joy and love and happiness and like having fun and enjoying yourself and like choosing to spend your money and resources and time, and also like the resources of your mind, like your thoughts and your emotions, and choosing to spend it instead of into this idea of, oh, I need to control the physical world, I need to save, like never spend money on myself, like always save my money, save my, I don't know, like my possessions, the blessings that have come to me, to always be like holding on to it, because I feel like you've been afraid of it going away. You've been afraid of losing it. You've been afraid of that rainy day that is going to come, some abstract future that society or, people around you have convinced is coming, that this doomsday is coming, and that you need to do everything you can to prevent it. And like only the most responsible, the most controlled, like smart people can avoid it. And I feel like you're shifting that. If you're not shifting it, like Spirit is saying, you need to release this, because this whole new better thought form is coming, that you don't have to, you can just live for today. You can just live with love and mind and like happiness and pleasure. And I'm not talking about like drinking every single day or like abusing substances to the point where you can't think and you're just like a couch potato. No, I'm talking about things that actually feel good. Having like 1 or 2 drinks with your friend in the evening a couple times a week, or like whatever looks healthy to you, right? It really depends on the person. But choosing on like to celebrate yourself and celebrate your love and celebrate yourself and celebrate life. Like I feel like that is so missing these days. Like and it's because of, the internet and how, we're so in tune with everything that's going on in the world, and everybody has a platform and people make money off of, fear mongering and things like that. Hey, Rosie. Sorry, it's my dog. And you're moving away. Hi, baby. You're moving away from that into this new period of your life. And Spirit is saying, like, focus on your heart. Focus on what feels good. Just dropped a card. It's been happening a lot lately. Yeah, the hanged man. This whole shift in your perspective, a whole new life, right? You're realizing, I feel like maybe you might have met someone recently who embodied this spirit. If not, then you've like just come across them on the internet, or like you've come across this new idea of living for today and living like a life that you love. Getting rid of fears that are no longer yours. Me clarifying on that, Spirit. Yeah, okay. I feel like... Okay, I pulled the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and I pulled a clarifying card, and it was Temperance. And so I feel like in the past, you were putting too much emphasis on the material world, on your finances, on the money that you're making. I feel like you were, along with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you weren't letting things come to you. You felt like you were very much so in like the action mode, thinking that, abundance and wealth comes because of hard work and hard, like, back-breaking work. You could have been like really obsessed, like getting obsessed with work, like obsessed with like bringing your work home with you, not having a good work-life balance, and always like having work on the back of your mind. You could have like a really demanding job. It could also be just like taking on more hours than you actually feel comfortable doing, that actually like feels good for you. And you're coming back into balance. I really feel like you were kind of a workaholic in some like definition of that word, but you're coming back into balance. You're coming back into this idea that like you have everything you need, and like the most important thing is your own health. Because like if you work yourself ragged, then you're not going to be able to work at all, right? Like if you are living in imbalance, eventually that imbalance is going to tip. Like you're going to have a breaking moment, and you could have already had that breaking moment. Like maybe this is finding you when you have had some kind of health crisis or something, like some kind of moment where you're like, I can't do this anymore. But sort of saying like, it's okay. You naturally know how to stay in balance, right? This thing that was keeping you like sick or in a very stressed mental state, a lot of anxiety or depression, like your spirit guides are coming in to right the scales, to show you that you already know how to live in balance. Like you live in balance naturally, and it is through these like thoughts and ideas that other people and society and your family, your friends, your teachers, your mentors, like instilled in you growing up, that you have to do these things, right? And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. I feel like you know that. It does not feel good. But you are learning to just come back to yourself and to live in that balance. The blindfolds are coming off. I feel like you've been very much so blocking yourself from this life that you want. You've always known the life that you want a life of love, of ease, of relaxation. I feel like maybe you like weren't even allowing yourself to like just sit and watch TV or sit and read a book, or go and watch a movie, or like spend money on things that actually make you feel good, because of this scarcity, because of this idea that I can't do that because that's irresponsible. But we're just saying like, no, have fun. Like this is you stealing away from society. Like you're like, nah, I'm done with that. I choose to have fun. I choose to spend my time on this earth actually enjoying yourself. Because here's the thing, none of us get out of here alive. We're all gonna die. Every single person since the start of humanity, every single being, animal, plant has died. Like we are going to die one day. It could be tomorrow. It could be 30 years from now. And, the key to living is to live for today, to live, like, I'm sure if that idea causes anxiety for you, like, Why does that cause anxiety? And I know I experienced that. I used to experience a lot of anxiety about sickness, about death. And it was because I wasn't living for today, because I wasn't doing the things that I actually loved. Like I was trying to fit myself into this box that other people had made for me. It said, oh, this is the way to go. This is the shape that you must fill. And I'm like, and I realized like, no, I don't want to do that. I would rather live in happiness and joy and filling my cup with the things that I know I enjoy than be miserable for like 60 years. Like, F that. Let other people live that life. You know, that life's not for you because you're a revolutionary. You know, there's something about you that is just so like, you see things differently. I'm getting with the hangman, the temperance, like you're very connected. And this could be because I feel like you've been through a lot. Like also not just in this lifetime, your soul in general has been through a lot. And it is in this lifetime, at this moment of your life where you are completely shifting and like integrating all the lessons of your past lives, of your past families, of your, also like your generations, like your family line, your lineage. I feel like you do have ancestors on the other side who were like telling you to not go the path that they went, you know, that they worked for the man, they, you know, sacrificed their own personal joy and fulfillment for security and conventionality, and they're like urging you to no, don't do that. Don't follow this way, like sending you strength and love and like these new ideas that are coming to you. Yeah. Your angels are also here. Archangel Michael is definitely in the house. Yeah, bounty. You've got bounty coming in. Like this is spirit. Like, oh my God, these flowers are the gifts from the universe, and this is you. And you're realizing that you can just accept them. You can accept to stop and smell the flowers. You can accept that life is to be enjoyed. You're learning this and you just have to look upward. You just have to keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on that North Star. Yeah, a lot of fours. You could be seeing 444 coming in a lot, or 44. 12 could also be significant. What's the fourth house? I think that's, oh, excuse me. I think that's Cancer. You could be Cancer or have some kind of fourth house. Yeah, it's an end to this disruption. I feel like I pulled the Epiphany and Disruption cards. I just dropped another card. I have been dropping cards like crazy. And I feel like it's definitely, I'm going to keep it I'm going to interpret it as a sign. Drop these things that aren't serving you. Don't be afraid to just drop these things. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You can give them an explanation. You can, put in your 2 weeks notice or talk to someone, have a hard conversation with someone or tell them or whatever it is, if it involves other people, but you don't have to. You can just drop it. That's like this secret that no one wants to tell you. You are sovereign. You're your own person. And I feel like, yeah, these things, like there's been outside influences that have been disrupting. I got this in the last message too. There has been, and I think this is like family or just strong like family things, like a mother or a father or like siblings that, or could just, be uncles, I don't know, whoever it is. These thoughts that they've been sending you or have been ingrained in you since childhood to scrimp and save and, everything's a struggle and you have to, work hard and break a sweat and do all these things to be successful. But Spirit is saying, no, it's not that at all. It is not that. The most successful people who are like actually happy and fulfilled, when you listen to them, they'll talk about like inspiration, epiphanies that come, following their bliss, following their joy and how that brought them success. And wouldn't you rather be successful like those people than like miserable people who like worked really, really hard and are just miserable, horrible human beings? I'm getting like, like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, like people like that. Like, no, you don't want their life. You want a life of love. It's really saying like, no, these disruptions are being like, they're gone. They're being taken away from you. And if they're not being taken away by outside influence, by the universe doing this, like rest, meditate. I pulled the rest card. 333 could also be relevant to you. Take the time to, connect with yourself, meditate, go to bed early if you need to, take naps, get away from the grind, like put your phone down. Wow, I mean, it's a very strong message. Stop scrolling, get off of social media, get off of your phone, take some time to analog the world, read a book, read like a physical book, go out into nature, go sit outside and just like sit there and listen to the birds, go bird watching, go just walk around your city, go like walk around and explore and like go into random shops that you've never been in before that seem interesting, like a new restaurant, a new cafe. And within this rest, within this like completely taking your mind off of the physical world and like these problems and these limits that you may be perceiving, epiphany will come in. Like new ways of thinking, new like solutions to problems. There's the idea of like, if you keep thinking about a problem, you'll never find the solution, right? It's only when you take your mind off of the problem that then your subconscious and conscious mind can actually take a break. And then it's within that break that the new ideas come. And you're like, oh yeah, duh, why was I missing that? And this is what's happening. If you've been struggling to figure out like how to have a good life, like maybe even like what's missing in my life, why do I feel so unfulfilled? Why am I so unhappy? They're saying, take the time to rest. Take the time to like take your mind off the problem, all these perceived problems. And like the way is already there. It's just you haven't seen it. And Spirit is saying like the way will show itself. It's divine inspiration. There's so many stars also on. I feel like you're being returned back to your personal power. Your personal power that is the power within the universe. And you've always had it within. It's just like our socialization. I pulled the octopus again. Okay, I'm going to read the full card this time. I just did that last reading for the channel and I pulled the octopus, but I didn't. My dog started barking and I didn't finish it. So let's read the whole one. Because maybe there's something in here that's going to really resonate with you. Oh, past that. Okay. The octopus is a highly intelligent invertebrate whose skins contain chromatophores, which allows the octopus to adapt to any situation. They are a symbol of multitasking due to the actions all their limbs can handle at once. If the octopus has come into your life, it may be time for you to juggle all the tasks you have going on right now. Make a list, set some priorities, and get at it. The ability to camouflage themselves allows them to slip under the radar and wait for their desires. You can call upon the octopus energy to help you wait until the right moment to get what you want. Meanings: time to prioritize and get things done. Patience and intellect lead you to success. That's really interesting because I feel like there was kind of two messages and almost like... Okay, sorry, my dad got home, so I'm gonna finish this kind of quick. There was like two messages in that card, either juggling things, but also like taking action on the things that you need to take action on. You could be juggling a lot, like I'm feeling like a home life, a personal life, a work life. But on the other hand, like waiting for the things to manifest, for the exact opportunity, because that's how octopi like function, right? They camouflage and then they, spring at the right moment. So it's really saying like, you're fine, keep going. You may feel kind of overwhelmed right now. Don't be afraid to like put down the things that aren't serving you anymore so that you have, more hands to juggle, more time, and just wait and listen. And this new life is coming in, this new opportunity, whatever it may manifest as, right? And I feel like you may not be able to see it right now, see your way through this, into this new life. You have had the epiphany, you have had like this change of paradigms in your head, but you're kind of confused about how it's going to manifest. And so we're saying it's okay, just wait, connect with your spirit guides, focus on yourself, focus on filling your cup, enjoying life, and the way will present itself. So thank you so much. I'm wishing you so much love, so much light on your journey. You got this. Don't give up. I love you so much. Bye.